Another one, Gonna Bite the Dust. That's our theme song as we keep going. I am Donovan Sadiq. Want to welcome back my co-host DK from the DK Show. She has a show on Sundays, Facebook Live, where she talks the real. And when I say talk the real, I'm talking about the real. No holds bar.
Not at all. We try not to.
We try not to, and if you want to curse her out, you can curse her out in live action time. You don't have to worry about sending a meme.
You might get cursed back out.
You might get cursed back out. So we just have a lot of stuff going on in the city of Moreno Valley. If you guys have been, it's just funny to me because I'll post, things will be posted out, and people will be like, "Well, what does that got to do with the neighborhood?" It's funny how the people who want to say something don't know what's going on, because if they knew what was going on, they wouldn't have had a problem with what I posted, especially when it's dealing with the political season.
Right.
And it's always, unfortunately, our ignorant asses who have something to say. So is it my fault you don't know what candidates are running and what's going on? That's why I'm posting this, so that you may know and may be interested in doing so.
Well,
they just want me to post stuff like, "Oh, I lost kitten, I'm selling this car."
I would just say to those people, welcome to politics.
Right.
That's politics. I mean, if you or anybody who's getting into politics thinking, "Oh, it's going to be nice and friendly. Oh gosh, you're just so nice." You in the wrong arena, baby. Politics is I don't know. I'm in the public per se, and so I'm not fearful of what people say and stuff like that. Right. I wouldn't get into politics, because it's not just you getting into politics, it's everybody.
Everybody you know.
Your mama, your daddy, your
they
kids,
go into your
dad,
background,
all that. And so if you're thinking people are going to be nice to you, and they're like, "Don't talk about me if you don't know me."
Well,
maybe you shouldn't be in politics.
Right. Well, the funny thing is, some of these posts, like you have these groups called like, "What's really going on in Moreno Valley?" And then you post about a candidate, and then us, black folks, being ignorant, you shouldn't post that here because I don't understand what the meaning of this post means. Maybe if you look it up and find out what I'm talking about.
But do you understand what the person in the meme is doing or saying?
Right.
You're taking more issue with me.
Right.
Than you're taking issue with the person who's going to potentially
make decisions
for you. Like, that's backwards. Exactly. I'm a political pundit. You're okay. If I'm saying something that's not true, then yeah, take me to task. But if you got more of an issue with me raising issues that most people raise than you do with the person who the issue is about, then
Well, the funny thing is, a lot of these groups, that's the problem in Moreno Valley, in the Inland Empire. People are so busy, distracted, they don't know what's going on in their very own town. I mean, this person that made that comment, black woman, very ignorant. It's like, okay, this post says what's going on in Moreno Valley. This is a person running in district.
So she didn't want you to post what
exactly. Yeah, but it showed her ignorance. Like, well, this has something to do with Moreno Valley.
I would have asked her, well, don't you care?
Well, no, it wasn't even worth that. She didn't even know. That's how out of it she was. She wants you, she wants you to post like, the dog is missing. This is what's going on. Oh, there's a party.
Well, does she have? Because I've seen the post in that group, so I would have asked her. Well, do you have a problem when people are posting stuff about black people? Let's say, doing something at Walmart, and the whole, post and thread is about black people this and black people that. Do you have a problem with that kind of stuff?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm at a point to where I don't have time to spoon. We know editing takes a lot of work.
Right.
So I don't have time to spoon feed you all this information. If you don't want to take the time to go research what I'm saying, then obviously we're not worried about you.
Right. Keep it pushing.
Yeah, just keep
if it doesn't apply, let it fly.
Right, exactly. But they always have something to say.
Right.
But anyway, this section is about, you guys have heard about a young man named Leroy Al Bundy Holt. He went to, I believe...
Is that his God-given name?
No, it's not God-given name, but the reason why I called him Al Bundy Holt is because everything that comes out of his mouth, when you say, well, why are you running, or why are you doing, he equates everything to football. And by doing that, it reminded me of the show Married with Children, and everybody knows Al Bundy's claim to fame is he played high school football. At Polk High.
Yes, it's glory days.
4 touchdowns in 1 game.
Son, I know you see the uniform and you think, another millionaire working school security for kicks, but once I wore a different uniform. A prouder uniform. Once I roamed these halls like a king.
Dad, please.
Look at that trophy over there, son. Polk High City Championship, 1966. I won that, baby. I still remember the day.
Not the story.
It was the last game of the year. Polk High versus Andrew Johnson High. Two great teams of equal strength.
Dad, she's not wearing a bra.
Finally, we met on the field of battle. Came down to two great players. Yours truly, and a guy from Andrew Johnson High they called Spare Tire.
Why, because he was fat?
No, because he wore one with a chain around his neck. Anyhow, finally it came down to the final seconds. Scoreless game. We had the ball on the 6-yard line. They said, give the ball to Bundy. Everyone knew I was getting it. I won! Ha-two! I got the ball, and I went through that line like Grandma through a herd of cattle. I was going for a sure 6, when all of a sudden on the 1-yard line loomed Spare Tire, waiting for me. We collided like two bull elephants. When it was over, they were shouting only one elephant's name. Al Bundy. I scored, son. The winning touchdown. And son, that's the story of the greatest sport moment in all of history.
In high school.
High school. Now, Mr. Holt, and if you guys saw, I put a post up in regards to the Sports Illustrated where they talked about these athletes that go to these schools that are there just to be athletes. They're not there to be academic. Now, knowing how black people are being taken advantage of as athletes and stuff, if I got a scholarship to go to USC or UCLA or one of these big schools, one of the main things I'm going to be doing is making sure I get my damn degree. Because that's why I got the scholarship.
Does he have a degree?
I think he does. I mean,
Okay.
he went back to school, after the fact when he didn't make the team and all that other stuff, and the injury. So, but I also noticed that Mr. Holt has started to change his vernacular on his signs. Because before it was like, drafted by the Miami Dolphins, played for the Miami Dolphins. Now it's drafted by the Miami Dolphins, versus played. Because, in his defense, and I'm going to be fair, I'm fair to anybody. I never said he didn't play. I never said that. I was drafted by the LA Lakers.
You a damn lie.
I was drafted by the LA Lakers in the 1,000th round.
We talking about Little League?
No, the actual LA Lakers.
Okay.
I was drafted in the 1,000th round.
Learn something new every day about you.
Never played a game for him, but I was drafted. But my point when I'm saying that is, if you didn't play, you didn't play. Okay, you're not on the, you didn't play.
Well, maybe, because I'm in PR and it's what I do. Maybe they're using that as a draw to catch people's attention because most people like sports and football. You say USC, and then what was it, the Miami Dolphins?
Yeah, he played for the Miami Dolphins. But he didn't play for the Miami Dolphins.
What do you call it? A name drop.
Yeah, it's name drop.
It's recognition.
So, but he didn't play for the Miami Dolphins, so he's starting to change the vernacular as we're starting to dig into his background. And, okay, if you guys seen some of the videos I put up recently. Now, what's the tenet of sports?
You tell me.
One of the main tenets of sports is fair play.
Oh, okay.
Fair play. Now, you're not supposed to put your signs up 90 days before an election. Now, here's a guy that claims he played football with the USC. I'm a football player. What happened to fair play?
Following the rules?
Following the rules. What happened to that? But yet, I'm the problem because I point that out.
Well, it's not, in all fairness to him, it sounds like he's not the only law/rule breaker out there.
Well,
he's got a couple other people, I guess, on the home team.
Yes, again.
Breaking the rules.
Again, I don't know this man. He's in District 2. I can't vote for him.
Well, can you go to his fundraiser?
I can't go to his fundraiser.
Why not?
It's a private fundraiser.
Well, how?
Because it's private and all he needs is that one check from Ito. So everybody else doesn't matter. And then when we did see the fundraiser, and matter of fact, I'll put a video up. Matter of fact, let's take a look at the video right now so you guys can see how many people showed up at this fundraiser because it was in his backyard.
Hey guys, Marina Valley Matters. We are out today meeting with Leroy Holt, who is running for council member for District 2. We're going to let Leroy answer a few questions as to why he is running and what is one thing you hope to accomplish during your term.
Well, one of the first things that I wanted to run is that I've been a 19, almost 20-year resident in January, and I've seen a lot of things accumulate over the past 20 years that are at slow pace, and I like to see them speed up a little bit as far as growth in our community with jobs and people within our community working those particular jobs. So, I mean, that's something that I'm fighting for and that I'd like to be a part of. It would have to be one thing that I like to accomplish, and that's what it would be, to help the community bring jobs here, and the people that work in the community work here.
All right. And tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I am an ex-football player, as you all probably know by now, and I've been in real estate for the last 15 years, so I get a chance to go around and see other communities, city by city, and some of them that have surpassed us over the past 20 years, and I just get a chance to see some of the things that happened. So I'm in real estate right now, and now I'm running for city council.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about this event that we're at. Is it open to the public?
Yeah, no, it's not open to the public. It's a private fundraiser, and we're doing this today just to kind of raise money to keep our campaign going.
And do you have a website that people can go to?
Yes, it's LeroyHolt.com.
And a Facebook page?
The Facebook page is LeroyHolt.com.
Okay.
Yes.
And is there anything else you'd like to tell anybody?
Well, get to know me before you form an opinion. That's the best thing I can say. A lot of people don't know me, and a lot of people are forming opinions about me, but if you don't know me, please don't talk about me. Thank you.
Sounds good.
So that's his video. Now, what's the one thing you noticed in the video? I saw one black person there that was, I think, maybe, I'm just speculating, his wife or his girlfriend. And other than that, all you saw was Victoria Baca, Rafael Correos, good friend of mine, and mostly Hispanic people. Now, here's my question for you, Dee, and I got a degree in sociology, and sociology is a grouping of people. So groups of people,
Okay.
right? So if I ran for office, I had black supporters, I had Hispanic supporters, I had white supporters. Now, in the video that I just saw him, I didn't see any black real supporters. Now, I know people say I come down on Denise Fleming a lot. She has a core of black support. That's basic human tenet. You're going to have supporters of where you're from, correct?
Yeah, you should.
Now, whenever I see somebody that has no support from their own, the first thing that I say is, that's a bot nigga. Simple as that. That is a Steven. Ito has bought him a nigga that's going to do his bidding. Because everybody knows Victoria Baca doesn't like black people because she is part of the racist group, the Mexican Association. So what is she doing with that Steven?
You asking me?
I'm asking you.
I don't know what she's doing with him. But maybe some people ask, what is he doing with her?
Well, again, and then how do you have a fundraiser? You want to represent people, but your fundraiser is closed.
Well, pertaining to our title here, Leroy Holt thinks you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I know most people aren't going to really ask those questions. They're not going to want to know why was it the campaign kickoff or
It was a campaign kickoff.
Why is your campaign kickoff
And
private?
Mm-hmm.
When normally when you have a campaign kickoff, it gives people from your community, the people who can vote for you, an opportunity to come vibe with you, ask questions, or hey, you're doing a good job, I'm with you, or why should I vote? All that kind of stuff. It gives them an opportunity. But when it's private, it says, well, like, this money is coming to me anyway. It's guaranteed. Like you said, somebody's going to write a check. Because when I saw him, I forget the entity that did the interview on him. They asked him questions.
It was at his fundraiser. That was at the fundraiser. Wait. What was the first thing that he said when they interviewed him?
Well, one of the first things he said is that he was an ex-football player.
Okay.
But when she interviewed him, I was thinking, okay, well, here is where you're going to get to who this guy is, some of his ideas and stuff.
Right.
And
what's his platform?
I'm like,
he has no platform.
Yeah, you could have read that off of the back of a cereal box. I mean, it's like, I'm not saying that, because I do campaign speeches and stuff. Yes. I'm not saying they got to be Obama-esque, where, it's just this great, roaring. But say something other than I'm an ex-football player and I sell real estate.
And I've been in the town for 25 years.
Yeah, but have you ever heard from him? Of him before?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, so like you've been in the city 17, 18 years, as you say. Well, how come everybody, for the most part, like, who? Who's Leroy?
He's one of those guys that, unlike Kawhi Leonard, he didn't really make it. And I'm going to say this, and I'm saying this based on what corporations say about this area and about this city. We do not have the demographics to bring a headquarters here or bring high.
Well, because that's what he was saying. He did say that in the couple minutes that he was speaking, that he wants to bring jobs. We need jobs. We need jobs.
Wait, he wants to bring jobs. Where is his real estate business located?
Isn't it out of town somewhere?
Rancho Cucamonga. Isn't that kind of hypocritical? So how are you talking about jobs and your business is outside of...
I hold my head down in my hands because I just...
Then I dip.
I don't think the stuff is that hard. I don't even do politics.
That's what I'm saying. He shouldn't even be talking about jobs knowing that he has a business.
Like, let me ask you, I'm going to pretend like Leroy and some of these other people, you got Denise Fleming who's having her fundraiser outside of Moreno Valley.
Outside of Moreno Valley.
Mayor of. How are you guys missing this low-hanging fruit? Who's advising you? As a matter of fact, this is a better question. Who sent you?
Right.
Well, like, what's going on? To me, this is so easy. It's low-hanging fruit. It's politics 101. You can't talk about bringing jobs to the city if your job ain't in the city. You can't talk about having a campaign kickoff if the campaign kickoff is in another city and
the people
the people you want to vote for, you can't get there. You're sending money out because it's not cheap to have a campaign kickoff, especially if you're having it at a restaurant. So it costs money. Why are you taking those dollars away from the city you want to be at the helm of?
That's because
I don't understand
because our city is controlled by outside influences.
But at least act like you care. Because most
politicians, fake it until you make it.
Fake it. Okay, we're gonna have it at the center of whatever Moreno Valley.
Right.
I want everybody to come out because if you're asking to be my council member, then you know that sometime I might come to the council board or city board, whatever you call city council meeting. And ask you a question. So why can't I ask you a question now? Like act as though you are already the council member and be open to the public. I'm baffled by that. Right. But again, that goes back to they think you're stupid.
They think you're stupid.
You won't ask those questions. I'm just gonna vote for you, and I don't even get to talk to you.
Right. I mean, I'm always suspect to when I see a candidate that is supported by another group of people that don't look like them.
Well, and then it sounds like he's supported by a group of candidates and an entity that's very suspect. They put very suspect people on the boards, whether it's the school board, the city council. And so
the nigga's been bought.
You're right, but you see the signs that the other illegally put up signs that's next to his.
Absolutely.
They're all bought and paid for by the same people.
Same entity. So and then Mayor Idiot Gutierrez is having a joint headquarters right there off Day Street. So that tells you these people are all on the same group. They're getting their money. So how can you represent me in District 1 and you have an agenda that's for the city for Ida and Highland Fairview?
But again, they think you're stupid. They think you're stupid. You'll fall for the banana in the tailpipe. In fact, most of y'all won't even go out and vote. Right. Y'all gonna let Ito in his machine go out there and gin up the people. You need to come out and vote, come out and vote. And you guys who complain, you'll stay home. And so all these people, whether they can vote or not, they go to the polls and they cast a vote. And guess who gets in? His people. Because all you guys do is sit up and complain, but you won't bust a grape. You won't go hold these candidates or these potential candidates to feet to the fire and ask them questions. All you do is be keyboard gangsters and whine online, and then when these people get in for 4 years, you complain, and then when another time comes to vote, the same people will get up there, and guess what you'll do? You'll complain.
Okay, wait, real quick, breaking news. Another candidate has popped up in District 2, and her name is Joanne Stephens. She's been here for a long time. We've had our run-ins and stuff. She's currently a planning commissioner. She is in a support of Highland Fairview. I'm very sure she gets a white envelope. And she is now in the race as well. So
in District 2?
In District 2, which is where Al Bundy, Holt, is also going to.
Splitting the
vote. So there is obviously, Ito is putting in all his chips in to get a majority council to approve his project, because he's doing
already screwed.
Because he's doing the EIR again and trying to do it the right way, because once it got failed, he had to go back and start from scratch. So, and you guys got to also remember this. So we've got the EIR thing going on, which is a big problem. Now, I'm going to show you how messed up this city is and how personal agendas are going on. Jeff Gaiba is leaving his seat running for mayor. Dave Marquez, who just got on the council 2 years ago, is running for mayor.
Damn, how many people running for mayor?
Denise Fleming is running for mayor. They're splitting the vote. I'm starting to suspecting that these people are actually working for the same.
That's how you kind of know that people really don't care about the city, because you always raise this point. Why not get together and say, okay, this person here, let's all put our money in with this person. This is the best person to run. Let's put all of our resources behind that person.
Out of the city.
Yeah, instead of having, well, his mom, his daddy, his cousin, his uncle, this person. Everybody's running for.
And we're constantly clashing. And then former bank robber LaDonna Jimson, you're never going to win an election if you get an endorsement from her. And I'm not doing that to slam her. I'm talking as a political analyst and somebody who's done it before, who's studied it. You cannot attach yourself to a bank robber when it can be very vital that the few votes that you're going to lose because you attach yourself to, you need every vote you can get. And aligning yourself with Victoria Baca, LaDonna Jimson is not going to do it. That is why the recall was unsuccessful. Here in Edgemont, everybody that I talked to that supported me said they were not going to do the recall thing because LaDonna Jimson and what Victoria Baca made it become a martyr. Like, oh, well, see, she's trying to steal my seat again. I supported the recall, but I did it quietly. You didn't see me knocking on doors and putting myself out there.
But did not create
it. I did not create it. I supported it.
Right.
You know, so you don't see me out there.
You weren't behind it.
Never my idea. I'm not for recalls, period. But what I'm saying is, yes, does Victoria Baca need to be recalled? Absolutely. But I'm not going to be out there getting signatures. I'm not out doing anything.
You're talking about the first time.
The first time I wasn't even part of that at all. Yeah. That's why I was attacked the first time. Because they were like, you didn't get no signs, you didn't get no signatures, Yeah, you're right. I had nothing to do with the recall because I wasn't.
And you didn't get any signatures this time.
I didn't get no signatures.
Wasn't your thing.
Wasn't my thing. So, you know, that's the problem we have in this city, where these people's egos get more to them than actually solving the problems.
Right.
And then you have the same people like myself that keep putting the alarm out, and then by the time you figure it out, it's too late. And then we got candidates that say, you don't know me, don't talk about me.
When I saw that, I laughed, because like, is he serious?
He's serious.
So how are they supposed to get to know you if your fundraiser is closed off, or your campaign party or whatever is closed off? Like, I see flyers of promoting him. He's going to be at the Tilted Kitty, or what's it called?
The Tilted Kill.
Oh, the Tilted Kill.
She's talking about my favorite spot, the Nasty Kitty.
I'm mixing them up. Got it.
The Tilted Kill.
The Tilted Kill. And
watching football.
Yeah, and it's telling people to come out and basically, and I'm paraphrasing, rub elbows with candidate Leroy
Holt. And guess who else is going to be there?
Victoria.
The mayor, Victoria. Why is this nigga hanging out with all these Mexicans? Not that you can't hang out with them. I'm just saying, where is your support base of the people who support you? Victoria Baca. Wait. Victoria Baca is supposed to be representing District 1. We can't get her to do a damn thing in this district, but yet she out kicking it with the homies
Kicking it at the Tilted
at the Tilted Kilt. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong for pointing that out. You see what I'm saying? And we're paying her.
Okay, but damn all that. I want to know if I can, hey man, come on to the Tilted Kitty.
Yeah.
And Victoria Baca go be there.
Yeah.
Would you be like, oh God?
Yeah, I'm going to run over there.
Are the tickets?
Right.
Are they sold out?
Right.
No shade to you, Victoria Baca, you know.
Shade from me.
No, because I don't really know you or anything like that, but.
Bitch. But go ahead.
That was him, not me. I'm not a ventriloquist. I didn't do that. That wouldn't be a draw for me. Like, I'm going to go see my city council person at the Tilted Kitty.
And please don't dress like some of the waitresses there, Victoria Baca. I want to have sight for the rest of my life. You're going to blind me. So, the woman's not attractive at all.
I'm
giving you my opinion. The woman is not attractive.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
It is in the eye of the beholder, but ugly's to the bone. And that woman is to the bone. Okay? I mean, I could say some other things, but if I was coming out of prison, I'd give her a shot.
I think she's a nice looking woman.
Of course you would say that. It's because you're a nice person.
You're supposed to be nice.
Yeah. I am nice. Nice at telling the truth.
What else you got?
What else I got? For those of you guys that aren't aware, Shaylinda Bernard, she ran in District 4 against Kid Carreras, and Kid Carreras is also running again in the election.
So he's not running for mayor?
No, he's running to keep his seat. Remember, it's a 2-year stint. She just gave birth to a baby boy.
Nice.
8 pounds and something going on. Don't quote me.
Something 8 pounds
roughly 8 pounds. Beautiful baby boy. Her and her husband are delighted. I'm sure that boy is kicking them in the booty because you got to change them. They're crying. It's
don't
all
you want to do that again?
No, I don't.
Sure.
I can't do it. I can't do it. So, but no, congratulations. It's her first child, which is
that's a beautiful thing.
Shaylinda is in her 30s, and I'm just saying this in my observation. Very unusual for a woman of her age to have a child in her 30s.
Hell, Brigitte Nelson just dropped one at 54.
No, but this is her first.
Oh.
That's how she's usually, it's unusual.
Well, some women get to the point where they want to get everything they want to get done either way, whether it's career.
And that's my point.
Spend time with my man before the kids come in. It's like, okay, I'm ready.
And that's my point. To me, she did it the right way. You should do it. I'm not shading anybody who makes mistakes.
Well, she did it the right way for her.
Right. Not shading anybody, but to me, enjoy your life first before you bring children. I mean, when we have kids having kids, that's a problem, and they don't understand that.
They're going to learn today.
Because
I ain't that type of mama, grandmama, auntie, like, let me get that baby.
Right, exactly. But I put up an article in regards to Al Bundy Holt. And in the article, it was a socially illustrated article where he kind of sounds like he's a victim.
Of what?
Of the system of being an athlete.
Okay.
Now, I'm a firm believer you're only a victim when it comes to things like that. When you let people abuse and use you like that. He knew what the cost was. Again, if I was in school and I got a scholarship at USC, the first thing is education. The schooling is secondary.
So what was he saying the issue was?
He was saying that, he had a learning disability. He redshirted for he was there for 5 years. So when he was playing football or whatever, he went to Santa Monica or a junior college to keep his eligibility.
Right.
Then he got hurt, didn't make the money, whatever. Like I said, I don't know a lot of pro athletes that decide to move to Moreno Valley. I just don't know any of them.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he lives right around the corner from you.
He does? Yeah. No, that's Kareem Abdul-Shazar.
I got it mixed up. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson. That's not his house over there?
No, that's not his house.
Edgemont?
No. The one with the hole in the middle.
That's not him. We didn't go to his house?
No, we didn't go to that. Okay. So, and it's unfortunate because a lot of young, especially black men, they put all their eggs in one basket to be an athlete, and mama's pushing them on. And I haven't, I've seen the story 1,000 times.
Well, he seems like, I don't know anything about him, but from what I've seen, he seems like he's fairly successful.
Yeah, but, he's been out of football for over 30 years. He says
30 years for real?
because he got hurt in I guess '91 or something like that.
That long ago?
Yeah, it was that long ago.
Wow. That is Al Bundy.
Right, and I'm not taking anything from his football accomplishments, whatever. But you're kind of, according to the article, you're kind of long stringing that there a little bit in your accomplishments. You did not start for USC all 4 years. We know that's not true.
But he's going to be at the Tilted Kilt.
He's going to be at the Tilted Kilt Thursday. But
you going?
No, yeah. I think I'm stopped by. I'll give him a chance to.
Is he going to be speaking at the Tilted Kitty? Stop calling it. It's Tilted Kilt.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But if there's free food,
your ass ain't getting in.
No, if there's free food like Victoria Baca,
listen, you ain't getting in.
I'm the Duke of Edgemont. I'm getting in. That's in my district.
I know I should go and just stay up there with my video camera and see how long it's going to take you to get turned away. You're not welcome here.
In a public venue, I'm being trespassed on public property.
You're not welcome here.
Okay. Well,
okay.
And what's the worst thing you can do in a political agenda to anybody that comes to your event?
It's just turn them away.
Turn them away.
I mean, you should be willing to be asked. I mean, if a person is getting stupid, I understand that. But I've never seen you get stupid. I know sometimes you can get stupid, but I've never seen you do it, in that type of arena or anything like that. So, I mean, I think that's another thing people need to get used to in politics. Everybody's not going to be your friend.
Right.
Everybody's not going to be a supporter.
And then if you're smart and you see that, I have this platform that's kind of bothering you, you would do everything you can to make sure that when I show up there, that you're the nicest you can be to me. And
sometimes you're going to have to win over your people who aren't your supporters, and you'll be surprised. Some people are like, you know what? I misjudged you.
Well,
I might vote for you.
Let's give a true story. There was a candidate that was saying he did all this stuff at the animal shelter and and I was on his ass. And what happened?
He conceded that he was lying about some stuff, and he said, you know what? I apologize, and I, for the lack of better words, I'm going to do things right now.
Right now. And what did I do?
He said, cool, do your thing.
Do your thing. And I backed off, and he's left the city since. So,
has he left the city?
He's left the city.
He done got up and left?
He's got up and left, but that's because he had a better opportunity.
Got it.
But the point is...
Damn.
But the point is, if you do it the right way, I would have nothing to say. There are several other candidates in District 2. There's Carla Thornton, a veteran who's running in District 2. You don't see me saying anything bad. I put her post up. Carrie Thin, another veteran. I put her thing up. I don't say much about her.
And I can play devil's advocate here. Are you being nice to them because they're veterans?
No.
Fellow veterans?
No, not necessarily. I'm letting them run their campaign.
They don't have nothing under the
I'm very sure. I'm very sure they do. I'm very sure they do.
Sure.
But
I mean, I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, I'm very sure.
Because somebody's going to say that. Well, how do you know? Why aren't you taking them to task?
No, because the thing is, they're not being put on my radar.
What put Leroy on your radar?
What put Leroy on the radar? Mm-hmm. When I saw him with Victoria Baca.
That'll do it.
When I saw him with Victoria Baca. You know?
And it's not just you. There's a lot of people like, wait a minute.
Because he comes out of nowhere. He's with Victoria Baca, who is not very well versed in this city. Doesn't seem to be having a black support around him. I'm not saying he doesn't have it, because my understanding is he does have black support, but those are the homies in LA and stuff that he kicks it with. They can't vote here, so they don't count, as far as I'm concerned. So, when I saw the brother, I'm giving him a chance. Like I said, I could come out with a lot more stuff, but I've been kind of like level-headed.
Well, why don't you invite him on the show and you can have a conversation with him?
Everybody knows that.
I put it out there, brother.
Hey, if he wants to come on the show,
talk to him because he will be watching this.
Mr. Al Bundy.
No, you can't do it that way. You got to call him by his name.
Leroy.
No, you got to do it the right way.
Do it the right way.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Holt. If you want to come on the show and clarify your position, you are more than welcome, and any other candidate is more than welcome to do so.
And I'll go a step further. Not if. Why don't he come on to the show? It's not going to be a hostile environment. It'll be just, I'm not
going to let you talk no bullshit now. You got to come with me.
This is a big brother now, so you might want to be on the
P's. Hey, don't intimidate me one bit. Trust me.
Okay, listen. Please come to the show, as a lot of other candidates have in the past, to clarify their position, to speak on their platform, because this does reach a lot of people, and say, you know what, Mr. Donovan Sadiq, or however you want to, Black Belt Jones, you've been wrong about me, and here's why.
Okay.
So come on
and
now.
I'll give you that opportunity.
Anybody else who wants to calm down and, have a conversation about who they are and why they should be voted for, do it.
But at the same time, I'm not going to let you come here and run roughshod with some BS. If you're saying something that isn't true, like I said, I want clarification. I think I've been fair. I put the SI article. I didn't have to do that so that people could read for themselves what went down. Because, when a black person runs, especially a black male, we're dumb. You're a dumb athlete. No, you have a learning disability. I'm going to give you that. No, I didn't say you didn't. You weren't drafted. Okay, you were drafted. Big deal. But you didn't play. That's what I'm saying. Let's get some clarification out here so we can understand what's really going on. If you run a clean campaign and, be your own man, hey, I ain't got nothing to say to you.
And, I know you're not asking for our advice, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. If you ain't supposed to have your signs out there right now, you're supposed to wait 90 days to the, election, take the signs down. Why, to me, why give that's a simple fix. Why give people that to run with? And so now people, when they hear your name, they hear, oh, that's the guy that wasn't following the rules.
Right. So
they don't get to hear what you're really about. You might have some fabulous ideas. It sounds like you love kids, you like working with kids, but that gets overshadowed by the fact that you cannot follow the rules. You are not, you want to get on a committee or a board or a council rather, where you're going to potentially make rules for everybody else, but then you can't do something as simple as follow the rules yourself regarding signs.
Or you're going to be labeled as one of those people that get up there and you're going to be working for massa.
Which is, it's not fine because ultimately a lot of people are taking money from somewhere else, but at least you'll fake it until you get to that point.
Right.
I wouldn't give people something so small to make something so big out of it. To me, that the sign thing is a fixable issue.
And another thing is, and we're going to give this advice for free. Stop running on your football experience. Everybody's played football. Everybody's played basketball. Just because you played sports does not give you the right, or anybody can run, but just because you played sport doesn't give you the insight to be a good council person.
And I'm gonna give this to you for free. Anybody who's listening, hell, this is free me.
Free day.
I charge for this kind of stuff, but should I give him the game?
Give him the game.
Give him the game.
Give him the game. Because I don't want him to think that I'm just a brother that's running down another brother. I'm trying to help you out.
Okay, I'll give you the game.
Because again, look up a guy named Luke Fuller and see what happened here.
Define yourself before your opponent or opposition, whoever, before they define you. Because once they define you, it is hard to come back and say, no, that's not who I am, because that's what you'll continue to do. You'll continue to be saying, I'm not Al Bundy. Oh, no, I'm more than playing football. I'm more than...
Right.
That's what you'll spend your time doing, opposed to... See, because what you should have did, and I'm giving it to you for free, what you should have did was define yourself before you announce. That way, you could have just came out the gate with all of it. Okay, my name is such and such, and this is what I'm about. This is my, 3 points. Whatever the case is, this is who I am. But now, and I'll just be honest with you, you being Leroy Holt, allowed Donovan and other people to define you. And you're probably much more than just an ex-football player, but they went off of what you told them you were. And unfortunately, you haven't rewritten your message. You keep getting out there saying, I'm an ex-football player. So what?
So what?
We've had, truth be told, ex-porn stars running for the governor of California.
Right.
We've had a whole lot of people coming from different backgrounds running for different. We had an actor for president. The governor screwed up California, for lack of better words, but hell, he ran and he won. So anything's possible. But the point that I'm making is, define yourself before somebody else do, because you'll spend your whole campaign trying to say, I'm not that. Stop talking about me. You don't know me. Well, that's what you told them you were, so that's who they know you to be.
Right. Everything is football this, football that, and and I noticed that whenever you talk, you're always antiquating everything to sports or real estate. Don't talk about jobs if you don't have jobs in the city and you're making jobs somewhere else. But then again, you're surrounding yourself around with people who get their money from outside sources too. So we're going to look at you, and like I said, I know a lot of people don't like this word, but you look like a regular nigga that's willing to sell his soul for a couple of bucks. Look up a guy named Luke Fuller. He was a police officer. He was against warehouses. When Ito gave him money, $15,000, he changed his whole tune, lost the election because he was there to split the vote. We haven't seen him since. This guy can't hold his head anymore.
And I would just say this much too. I won't go as far as to call you the N-word. That's Donovan's thing, it's not mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think you should say, at the end of the day, ask yourself, what is this going to cost me? I'm not talking about money. Right. What is this going to cost me? Because you say you've been here 17, 18 years,
25 years.
And however long you've been here, but nobody seems like they've ever heard of you. But now that they have heard of you, it's not anything good. They're tying you to corruption, which you probably had nothing to do with.
Right.
But now you own it because you married yourself with people who were deemed to be, I'm not saying they are, I don't know. But that's the perception, that these people are corrupt. And so when this is all said and done, let's say you don't win, then what? How do you rebuild that?
And stop using the narrative, you were selected by the Mayor Gutierrez. That's not something you want to
Selected?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's the same as when Cabarrus was selected. Oh, the mayor selected me out of everybody.
So select, because when I select something, I'm selecting it to benefit me. So
Right.
so you're saying that Gutierrez has selected you, that's to the benefit of him, which also says, see, I like to read between the lines.
Yeah.
When you're selected, that means that you're selected to benefit the person selecting you, not necessarily to benefit the people who will vote for you.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know how much you've been paid. Maybe it's worth it.
Right.
I don't know.
And then ask yourself, who are they to select you when you have to be voted in by your constituents?
Right. So, are you more concerned with being selected by one person who's obviously doing the bidding for somebody else? Are you more interested in being selected or voted for by the people who you'll ultimately serve? So if you're not interested in that, just keep it real.
Right, and keep it real. If you're going to take the money, which it seems like that's what you're doing, because when it's all said and done, you're not going to win this election, in my opinion.
I mean, if stranger things have happened, he might, but at the end of the day, ask yourself, are you just in it? Because a lot of people are, let's be honest, you're taking the check and you're going to screw up whatever you're going to screw up. But then you're asking people to vote for you, but you're not even telling them why. You're not even telling them what you're going to do. You're saying you're going to bring jobs. Well, what kind of jobs? Are they going to? We know that a minimum wage job in California ain't a shit. You need 2 or 3 minimum wage jobs just to even be above the water. So what kind of jobs are you bringing? Like, be specific.
Right, and what kind of black man is going to sit here and say, oh, warehouse jobs are good enough? You're in real estate. Why are you in real estate? Because you want to make the big money.
Right.
Why
would you
can't
send your
we do
kids
that?
to a warehouse?
Right. Would you? Yeah, he has a son. Why would you?
Is it with those jobs, or would you want him to go work in a warehouse? Because I'm a big person. I strongly feel like advocate for somebody else what you would advocate for yourself. If you're not going to advocate a warehouse job for your son, why would you advocate for somebody else's son?
Unless you just don't give a damn. And of course, you played football, so it's about camaraderie and, uplifting everybody and getting there together. So
give me something I can really go study. Okay, wow, this guy is new. We never heard of him, but he's talking some good things for the city. You say he loves kids, but what about kids? Do you love? Like, what are you doing for kids? As you made a point, you for the last year and a half, along with other people, have been advocating, or longer than that actually, for a Boys and Girls Center, Youth Center, and you finally
never saw you at any of those meetings.
You finally got this implemented with the help of other people, but this is something you spearheaded. Yes. But like you said, well, all of a sudden, here's this guy who said he loves kids. Where were you?
Never saw him.
Well, Donna even was piggybacked off of your idea, talking about a youth center or whatever. Where were you then? Exactly. Now all of a sudden, I'm not saying you don't. Listen, I'm not questioning I believe you when you say you love working with kids.
Well,
but
he does. He does things, but not in Moreno Valley. You do it in L.A. I've seen some articles and stuff. You do it everywhere else. We've never seen you do it here.
See, and that to me, that's problematic. So So again, who sent you?
Who sent you?
And what's your angle?
He wants to get paid. Period.
Well, who don't? But at least like we talk about Maxine Waters a lot. Don't become a Maxine Waters and that. I'm sure her intentions were good. I'm not saying she never did anything.
No. She's done some good things in the beginning.
Yeah, she's at the point where it's like South Central. What's that? Well, that's the district that you're supposed to be representing.
Right.
Remember that?
Exactly. So all I'm saying is, Mr. Holt, when I got into politics, people found out I was a veteran after they did a research on me. I wasn't like, I'm a veteran and this is that. I said, I'm from Edgemont. This is my platform. This is what I stand for. And I stood on that. And even though I did not win, I still fought and got stuff done with the council member that was not Victoria Baca. So, well, basically what I'm trying to tell you, game knows game. I played sports, you played sports. Be your own man. Be your own man. If you're going to run, run on your own thing. Stop using the Highland Fairview playbook. If you really want to win this election, you need to separate yourself from that situation, because I'm telling you, as long as you're connected, we've got a lot to say about you.
I mean, and just read the blogs and the comments and stuff. I mean, I've read them just out of curiosity. If you sent me stuff, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I haven't seen a lot of people who agree with your candidacy. So it's like,
you've already lost a lot of votes.
And most of them, if not all of them, talk about you being connected to the status quo or the problems that the people that deem to be the problem in the city. So it's like, are you you really wanting to help the kids and all that stuff? Is that truly who you are? Or are you just doing it because you took an amount of money and are letting these people use you? Because honestly, I see the latter in that you're being used.
Yeah, and it's sad. And again, Highland Fairview just now put in Joanne Steffen. She's a planning commission. They're doing everything they can to split that vote. So that also tells you, Edo doesn't give a damn if you win or not. He doesn't care.
I mean, how many people really that would vote for you? Let's be honest. We know who votes. Mm-hmm. How many of those people are actually going to the Tilted Kilt, a nightclub or a bar, whatever it is, to come see you? Like, they're using you to promote business. Let's just be honest. They don't give a damn about you as a candidate. They're just using you, and you're allowing yourself to be propped up there to come. Like, what are you? Are you an exhibit? Mm-hmm. It's like,
I play football. Okay. You never played it down in the NFL. I wouldn't even want your autograph.
I mean, let's break it down. Who votes the most in Moreno Valley?
Hispanic.
But who else?
Black. Oh, you're white.
Yeah,
white.
Older white people.
Older white people, right?
Are those older white people coming to the Tilted Kilt to see you?
And then especially in District 2, that is, kind of a middle class.
I mean, they might. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying. I would think about the behaviors and the habits of the voters.
Think about it. Thursday, those people are commuting in. They're tired. I can watch the game on my TV at home. They're not coming there.
I don't know. I just, like I said, to me, it doesn't seem very hard. But
and
I
then
guess
Victoria Baca's going to be there, and we can't find her anywhere in the district?
And that's a different district.
No, it's the same district.
Tilted Kilt is
it's right off at Day Street. We can't find her anywhere, but she going to be up in the club. Catching it.
I don't understand it. Maybe politics, to me, it's just very simple. It doesn't seem like it's a hard thing to follow, but maybe things are changing.
Right. But in conclusion, we wish you luck. Again, the invitation is out there for you, Mr. Holt, if you want to come out. You can't sit there and say you don't want people talking about you. You've now made yourself a public figure. It is what it is. And
don't talk about me if you don't know me. Well, hell, let people get to know you, and that problem will be solved.
Right, exactly.
I'm just going to be kind of petty here. You sound really silly when you said that. Don't talk about me if you don't know me.
Yeah. I mean, what you going to do? Beat people up? Come on now. Come on. You're 51, 50-something years old. Not that you're old, but I'm just saying you're a mature adult man. We don't do that stuff at this point. So, but if you're there for the check, like Luke Fuller, more power to you, brother. Just take that money and do what you got to do with it.
Keep it real, keep it pushing.
But I hope you're moving though. If you're gonna take that check, I hope you're moving, because we haven't seen Luke Fuller since. I mean, he just ruined his reputation. But Donna Jimson, we don't see her around as much as we used to. I mean, people are just going down, and I'm very sure. Again, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You're a football player. You know fair play, all that stuff. Even though we haven't seen that. Dog, all money ain't good money. Hey, this has been the Don't Believe the Hype show. Again, we're not finished with you. So again, the invitation's open
Come on down, brother. Come on
it's open
down.
to all candidates. We're gonna expose you guys for what you are and let the voters decide. I don't have a dog in the fight. He doesn't have a dog in the fight in that district. We're just there.